ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରିବା। ତୁମେ ଗୋଟେ କ'ଣ ପଚାରୁଥିଲ ସେଦିନ 31 ଏଇଟା ପଚାରୁଥିଲ ନା?
Yes, sir.
Hallbox theory. Hallbox theory motivation has a two factors theory, hygiene and motivation. ଏଇଟା ତ ବୁଝିବାର ନଥିଲା। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଯେତେ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟିର ଯେତେ କାରଣ ଅଛି ଡିସାଟିସ୍ଫାକ୍ସନ୍ କିମ୍ବା ମୋଟିଭେସନ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ, ସପୋଜ ଜଣେ କାମ କରୁଛି ଆମ ଘରେ, ସିଏ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାଏଡ୍ ନୁହେଁ କିମ୍ବା ମୋଟିଭେଟେଡ୍ ନୁହେଁ। ଜଣକୁ ତମେ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାଏ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛ, ମୋଟିଭେଟ୍ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛ। ଯେତେ ସବୁ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଅଛି ତାକୁ ଦିଟା କ୍ୟାଟାଗୋରୀରେ ଡିଭାଇଡ୍ କରାଯାଇଛି। ହାଲବର୍ଗ ଥିଓରୀ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପଲ୍ ସେଇଆ କହୁଛି। ତମେ ହାଇଜିନ୍ ଗୋଟେ, ମୋଟିଭେସନ୍ ଗୋଟେ। ମୋଟିଭେଟର କ'ଣ ଆଉ ହାଇଜିନ୍ କ'ଣ, ଏଇ ଜିନିଷ ଜାଣିବାର ଅଛି। ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ତା ନାଁ ହେଇଛି ଟୁ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଥିଓରୀ, ଡୁଆଲ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଥିଓରୀ। ହାଇଜିନ୍ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର, ମୋଟିଭେସନ୍ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର। ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକକୁ ଯେତେ ତମର ଭଲ ଏନଭାରନମେଣ୍ଟ, ଭଲ ସାଲାରୀ, ଭଲ କମ୍ପେନସେସନ ଦେଲେ ବି ଜଣେ ମୋଟିଭେଟ୍ ହବ ବୋଲି କିଛି ମାନେ ନାହିଁ। ମୋଟିଭେଟ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ଅଲଗା କାରଣ ଦରକାର। ସେଥିପାଇଁ କୁହାଯାଇଛି ଏଇଟା ଟୁ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର୍ସ। ତମକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ପଲ ଦେଲେ ତମେ ବୁଝିପାରିବ। ସପୋଜ ତମେ ତମ ସ୍କୁଲକୁ ଯାଉଛ, ତମ ସ୍କୁଲର କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଟିନ୍ ଭଲ, ୱାସରୁମ୍ ଭଲ, ତମର କ୍ଲାସ ରୁମ୍ ଭଲ, ତମେ ସବୁ ଭଲ ହେଲା ପରେ ବି ତମେ ମୋଟିଭେଟ୍ ହବନି ଯଦି ଟିଚର ଭଲ ନ ହେଇଥିବେ। ଯଦି ତମେ ଭଲ ପାଠ ପଢୁଛ, ତମକୁ ଭଲ କହିବେନି, ଆପ୍ରିସିଏଟ୍ କରିବେନି। ସେଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଦରକାର। ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ମୋଟିଭେଟର ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର। ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ହାଇଜିନ୍ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର କ'ଣ, କମ୍ପେନସେସନ୍, ସୁପରଭିଜନ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ କମ୍ପାନୀ ପଲିସି। ତମେ କମ୍ପାନୀର ପଲିସି ଯେତେ ଠିକ୍ କଲେ ବି, ଯେତେ ଭଲ କଲେ ବି, that is not motivating employees. Motivators are what? You are giving good training, good opportunity, good recognition. सब जन भल काम कला, ताको recognize करछ, ताको appreciate करछ, ताको भला ट्रेनिंग, तार कैरियर ग्रोथ केमिति हबो, से केमिति आजी अछि, वर्कर्स काली केमिति मैनेजर हबो, से विषय तमे प्लान करछ। That kind of things will motivate a person. सेटा हलवा तेर मेन प्रिंसिपल ने। तमे जेते हाइजीन बढ़ेले भी सेटा मोटिवेट करियो बोली किछ माने नहीं। मोटिवेटर अलगा, हाइजीन फैक्टर अलगा। सिर्फ कहछि डुअल फैक्टर थ्योरी। The entire thing is divided into two categories: satisfaction level and motivator. Satisfactor and motivator. If you give good policy, good environment, good washroom, then the employee may satisfy. खुशी ମାନେ ମିନିମମ୍ ଦେବାର ଭାବିବେ କ'ଣ, ମିନିମମ୍ ଏଇଟା ଦେବାର କଥା। ତମେ ଯୋଉଠି କାମ କରୁଛ, you should get a good salary, bonus, all these things you should give. That is your entitlement. But if you are not recognizing, not appreciating, not providing proper training, what the person is willing to do in future, not concerned about the person's career, then the person will not motivate. He will not work in your organization and look for other opportunity. That is the difference between the regular factor and hygiene factor. That is a main difference in his principle from the traditional principle. I have given a diagram in the next slide that I did not tell in the last
Sir,
class.
hygiene. Sir,
हाँ
hygiene motivation out of it बुझाਉਂਦੇ
हाँ
hygiene
hygiene and
hygiene
motivation ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ କହୁଛି। ତମେ ଯେତେ ହାଇଜିନ୍ ହଉଛି ତମର ତମର जोड़ा नॉन मोटिवेटर फैक्टर माने तांका प्रिंसिपल हॉलबर्ग जो प्रिंसिपल देले टू फैक्टर्स थ्योरी है। he has divided into two category: hygiene and motivator. hygiene कौन होची, ट्रेडिशनल भी कौन करथला, तमरे जहां तमे सैलरी भलो दियो, लोक को दियो, से माने सब मोटिवेट हे जे। सैटिस्फैक्शन नो डिफरेंस माने ऑपोजिट होची डिससैटिस्फैक्शन। किंतु हॉलबर्ग तार चेंज कर देले तार डेफिनेशन। से कहउजंदी ତମେ ଯେତେ ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ satisfy କର, they will not motivated unless you give a proper recognition, training, and other motivator factors. So he has differentiated between hygiene and motivator. One is the if you're increasing the environment and different factors like bonus, compensation, these are the hygiene factor. So people are not motivated if you give everything in proper. If you make a good company policy, they will not motivated. When they will motivated, they will motivate after seeing your appreciation, your different opportunity given to the employee, and what is your way of dealing with them on day-to-day work. So all these things matters. Whatever facility you are giving to the employee, suppose ତମେ ଜଣକୁ କହୁଛ ତମେ ଯାଇକି ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରିଦେଇ ଆସ, ତମେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଯାଇକି ଅଫିସରେ କାମ କରିଦିଅ, ତମେ ଯଦି ତାଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରପରଲି ତାଙ୍କ ଏକ୍ସପେନ୍ସେସ୍, ତାଙ୍କର ଭଡ଼ା, ତାଙ୍କର ଖାଇବା ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ ନଦେବ, ସେ ଲୋକ କ'ଣ ମୋଟିଭେଟ୍ ହବ କି? ସେ ଆଉ କେବେ ଯିବନି ତମ କାମରେ। ତମେ ତାକୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରପରଲି ଗାଡ଼ି ଭଡ଼ା, ଖାଇବା ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ, ତା ହାତ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ ସବୁ ଦେଇକି ତାକୁ କହିବ, ତାହେଲେ ସେ ଖୁସିରେ ଯିବ। These are the different motivator he has identified. And that was the difference between his principle and earlier traditional principle. He has mentioned two factors, hygiene factor and motivator. These hygiene factor are regularly we thought that if you give proper salary, proper compensation, proper bonus, people will motivate, but that is not the case in his principle. He has told that there are different factors you need to look at. Whatever you give the hygiene, people will not motivate. That will only reduce their dissatisfaction to satisfaction. People will be satisfied, but they will not motivate. Even if you give good salary, good bonus, that will not motivate for a long run. Motivation will work if you give good facility, good work-life balance, you are concerned about the people personal life and their career, their training, their skills, then people will think, okay, this person is worried about us and we are working and I will continue to work. Even if your salary is little less, you will think other things, what the organization is thinking about you. So that is the main difference which is our hygiene ଆଉ motivator ଭିତରେ। ଏବେ ବୁଝିପାରିଲ କ'ଣ ହଉଛି ଏ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟରଟା?
ହାଇଜିନଟା କ'ଣ ମାନେ ଲୋକକୁ ଯେତେ ଫାସିଲିଟି ଦେଲେ ବି ସେ ମାନେ ନଟ୍ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାଇ ନା କ'ଣ?
ହଁ ହଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି, ନଟ୍ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାଏଡ୍। ମାନେ ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷରେ ଲୋକମାନେ ଖୁସି ନଥାନ୍ତି, ଲୋକମାନେ ସେଇଟା ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ହାଇଜିନ୍ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର। ତମେ ଯେତେ ଭଲ ଏନଭାରମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେଲେ, ଭଲ ସାଲାରୀ ଦେଲେ, that will reduce your satisfaction level, but that will not motivate. That will not motivate to you in the long run. You will think, okay, this person is giving me some salary, but that is not the reason you will continue to work with him. That will not the reason that will motivate you. What motivate you? There are different factors, what he has told. That is the main difference between hygiene factor and motivator. And how he came to this conclusion? He has interviewed almost 1,000 to 2,000 people And from his interview, from his analysis, he came to this conclusion that people are motivated because of some other factor, not the regular hygiene factor. So that was his conclusion from the analysis. That is the reason I gave this diagram. So you little bit understand. That is the difference between traditional view and herbal view. In traditional view, what was told that anything you provide for the workers, they will satisfy, they will motivate. But in herbal view, the motivation factor are different, hygiene factor are different. So that is the reason he has given this two category. And what he has told that even if you give all this satisfaction, all this level, all these factors, they will decrease the satisfaction to satisfied, no satisfied to satisfied, but they will not increase the motivation. This is one important theory in his analysis.
सर ये जो पेज नंबर 32 सर जो हर्ज हर्ज जो ना हर्जबर्ग जो बेउटा है क्या सर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ना बुझे रहा
ଏଇଟା ତ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି ତମର ଯୋଉ ଦିଟା ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଅଛି ମୋଟିଭେଟର ଆଣ୍ଡ ହାଇଜିନ୍ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର। ସପୋଜ ମୋଟିଭେଟର କଣ? ମୋଟିଭେଟର ତମେ ଯଦି ବିଭିନ୍ନ ମୋଟିଭେସନ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର୍ସ ଗୁଡାକୁ ଦଉଛ ଗୋଟେ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟିକୁ, then the employee will be satisfied and happy and motivated. But if you give the hygiene factor, it will reduce. Suppose there is no proper hygiene, so the employee is dissatisfied. But you are giving some good environment, good working culture, good policy, so that will reduce the dissatisfaction to satisfaction. Here there is no satisfaction, here there is dissatisfaction. That is a reduction if you give the hygiene factor. There is a difference mentioned between motivator and hygiene factor. In his view, Halber's view, he has differentiated between these two factors. But in traditional view, there is no difference. That is the main opinion given in these two view. These are the notes what you read earlier, who proposed this theory and what is it called, how he came to this conclusion. And there are some example of these two factors: advancement, recognition, responsibility, achievement. These are motivation factors. That means motivator. Hygiene factors: supervision, pay, company policy, work condition, relationship with subordinates. So even if you do all these things,
सुपरविजन कौन
supervision
सुपरविजन
ହଉଛି supervision ହଉଛି ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକକୁ କହିଛ କାମ କରିବା ଲାଗି, ତା ଉପରେ ତମେ ନଜର ରଖିଛ, ତମେ ତାକୁ ସବୁବେଳେ ସପୋଜ ତମ ଘରକୁ ଜଣେ କାମ କରିବାକୁ ଆସୁଛି, ସେ କେମିତି କାମ କଲା, କଣ କଲା, କେତେ ଘର ପୋଛିଲା, କେମିତି ବାସନ ମାଜିଲା, ତମେ ତାକୁ ସବୁବେଳେ ତାକୁ ଦେଖୁଛ। ତମେ ତାକୁ ଯଦି ତା ଲିବର୍ଟି ଛାଡି, ତମ ଘରେ ଜଣେ ରୋଷେଇ କରୁଛି, ତମେ ତାକୁ କହିଦବ ତୁ ଆଜି ଯାହା କରୁଛୁ ଜାଣିଛୁ ଯାହା କର, ଭଲ କି ରୋଷେଇ ଘରଟା ତୋର। ସେ ତାର ନିଜେ ଯାହା ଯୋଉଠି ଜାଣିବ କରିବ। ତମେ ଯଦି ରୋଷେଇ ଘରେ ତା ପଛରେ ଠିଆ ହବ, ସେ ଭଲ କାମ କରିବ କି? ସେଇଟା କହୁଛି ସୁପରଭିଜନ। ତମେ ଯଦି ଯେତେ ତାକୁ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ଦବ, ଲିବର୍ଟି ଦବ, then that people will work better। ତମ ପାଖରେ ତମ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ୍ରିରେ ସବୁ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟ ମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ତମେ ତାକୁ ଯଦି ସୁପରଭାଇଜ କରିବ, ବାରମ୍ବାର ତାକୁ ଦେଖିବ, ସେମାନେ ଭଲ କାମ କରିବେ। ବଟ୍ if you reduce the supervision, if you give the liberty, then ସେମାନେ ଭଲ କାମ କରିବେ। ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ସୁପରଭିଜନ। ପେ ସେମିତି, ତମେ ସାଲାରୀ ଅଧିକା ଦେଲେ ତମେ ଭାବିବନି ଯେ ମୁଁ ସାଲାରୀ ଅଧିକା ଦଉଛି ବୋଲି ଭଲ କାମ କରିବେ, ସେମିତି କିଛି ମାନେ ନାହିଁ। These are the factors only reduce the satisfaction level। Suppose you are giving a good salary, people will think that was okay, you have to give, you should give, you are giving, so that is your entitlement, that is your duty to give the salary, and that is their entitlement, so that is what we categorize: supervision, pay, policy, work condition, relationship with subordinate। ତମର ଯୋଉ ସବଅର୍ଡିନେଟ୍ ମାନେ ଯୋଉ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟ ମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ କେମିତି ସମ୍ପର୍କ, ମାନେ ତମର ତଳେ ଯୋଉ ଲୋକମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କେମିତି କାମ ବତଉଛ, କେମିତି କାମ ନଉଛ, this is called the relationship with subordinates।
कंपनी पॉलिसी।
कंपनी पॉलिसी तमर जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस अच्छी, तमर जो कंपनी रो जो बाय रूल कहउजंती, तमर यदि किछि नाही, सपोज तमे गोटे पिलाको डाकिଛ କାମ କରିବା ଲାଗି, ତ कंपनीର ଲିଭ୍ ପଲିସି, କେବେ ଛୁଟି ହବ, କଣ ହବ, କେତେ ଦିନ ସେମାନେ ଛୁଟି ଏଣ୍ଟରଟେନମେଣ୍ଟ, କେତେବେଳେ ଆସିବେ, କେତେବେଳେ ଯିବେ, କିଛି ନାହିଁ। ତେଣୁ କଣ ହବ, ଲୋକମାନେ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାଏଡ୍ ହେବେନି। ତମେ ଯଦି ଭଲ କି ଗୋଟେ ରୁଲ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଦବ, ଗୋଟେ ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ୍ସ ଲେଖିଦବ ଯେ ଏତିକି ବେଳେ ଆସିବେ, ଏତିକି ବେଳେ ଯିବେ, ଏତିକି ସମୟ କାମ କରିବେ, ଆଉ ତମର ଏଇ ଦିନ ଛୁଟି ବର୍ଷକରେ, ତମେ ଏତେ ଦିନ ଛୁଟି ନେଇପାରିବ, ଯଦି ତମର ସବୁ ରୁଲ ଅଛି, ସେମାନେ କଣ ହେବେ, ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟ ମାନେ ଖୁସି ହେବେ, ତାଙ୍କ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାକ୍ସନ ଲେଭେଲ ବଢିଯିବ। ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ କଲ୍ଡ କମ୍ପାନୀ ପଲିସି। कंपनी किसी यदि पॉलिसी नाही, ସେମାନେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହବ। ତେଣୁ ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଯେତେ ଭଲ ହବ ସେତେ ଭଲ। वर्क कंडीशन, वर्क कंडीशन होची तमरा एनवायरनमेंट, तमरा को भलिया जागा रे काम करछ, कोन करछ, माने तमरा सराउंडिंग ए तमरा भलो नाही, तमे जोंठी खाउछ, पिउछ, जोंठी काम करछ, तमरा वा वर्क स्पेस, तमरा ऑफिस, तमरा यदि बसिया गोटे भलो चेयर नाही, तमे यदि भलो पीवा को पानी नाही, and these are related to work condition। if the company is providing good, then you will be happy, तुम्हारा satisfaction level बढ़ी जीव। work condition, policy, supervision, pay, relationship, ये सब जिनसे तमे जते ध्यान देवा, तुम्हारा satisfaction level बढ़ी जीव। बट से गुड़ा मोटिवेट करिबारी तुमको कंपनी रे सब दिन काम करिया लगी, तुमको निजर जॉब satisfaction आनिबनी, तुमको निजे काम करिया लगी मोटिवेशन दबानी। जितबेले कंपनी तुमको निजर बोली न भाबिछ, तुमको एप्रिशिएट न करिछि, तुमको तमर काम को रिकॉग्नाइज न करिछि, तुमको मोटिवेशन आसीबनी। सेटा होची हॉलबर्ग थ्योरी रा मेन प्रिंसिपल, हाइजीन फैक्टर, मोटिवेशन फैक्टर। वे जानि परलो ठीक है।
ओके सर। सर এটা কোন ইম্পর্টেন্ট কোশ্চেন এটা?
এটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট শর্ট নোটস আসি পারে, শর্ট নোটস আসিব।
सर सर शॉर्ट ऑफ कई कौन सी वेदना? हाँ बोलिए, हाँ बोल दो नोट।
थॉट नोट्स खाली गोटे आसो हर्बर्ग मोटिवेशन थ्योरी ना टू फैक्टर्स थ्योरी हर्बर्ग थ्योरी यही टाइप एक्सप्लेन करने खाली दुटा वर्ड लिखले काफी मोटिवेशन कौन हाइजीन कौन फैक्टर्स कौन थ्योरी कौन कहे you can draw this diagram and few lines. You can tell how it is different from the traditional view. In Harvard theory, they have categorized two factors: motivation factor and hygiene factor. This category you can mention.
ତ ଏଇଟାକୁ ଖାଲି ଡାଇଗ୍ରାମ କରିଦେଲେ ମାର୍କ ହେଇଯିବ ନା କଣ?
हाँ
ହବ ଗୋଟେ ଯୋଉଟା
कौन कहल गाइडलाइंस माने कौन कौन क्वेश्चन हम बुझी पारे हार्वर्ड थ्योरी तुम मेन डिफरेंस तुम टू फैक्टर्स टा आइडेंटिफाई करियो मोटिवेशन फैक्टर एंड हाइजीन फैक्टर ये दुटा फैक्टर पर किछिटा लिखियो तापर गोटे जे कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छी तुम ग्रुप माने तुम सिलेबस अच्छी टीम ग्रुप से कौन जानिबा ग्रुप का कहते ग्रुप केमिति ग्रुप रो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स कौन ग्रुप माने केमिति क्रिएट होची टीम बट टीम तमे गोटे काम करियो गोटे बड़ा काम करछ तमे किछि लोकन को नहीं काम करियो किछि लोकन को माने गोटे टीम फॉर्म करियो टीम फॉर्म करवा केमिति को भला लोक दरकार केते केते दिन तमर लागो टीम फॉर्म करिया लगी रिक्रूट करियो तार टीम फॉर्म कला परे लोकन को रिक्रूट कला परे तांको केमिति ट्रेनिंग दबा कौन करियो से विषय में जानबा ग्रुप केमिति क्रिएट करियो गोटे ग्रुप कहले कौन बुझा जाए ये सब अच्छी तम सिलेबस रे ताको हमें पढ़िबा ग्रुप डायनामिक्स मोटिवेशन थ्योरी मैक्सिमम गोटे क्वेश्चन आसीबो एटा वो कहते टीम ग्रुप डायनामिक मीनिंग every team consists of members with varying expertise strength and weakness तुम गोटे टीम रे काम करछ गोटे तुम घर देख समस्त स्ट्रेंथ वीकनेस सब अलग अलग स्किल्स अलग तुम बापा जा कर तुम कर तुम जा कर तुम बापा जा कर तुम माँ स्किल तुम भौणी स्किल तुम स्किल तुम बापा स्किल समस्त अलग अलग स्किल तेणु तुम गोटे टीम काम कर तुम 15 जन लोक दरकार गोटे काम कर 15 जन लोक तुम एकाठी कल 15 जन लोक 15 प्रकार रही समस्त स्किल समस्त स्ट्रेंथ समस्त एक्सपर्टीज एक्सपीरियंस सब अलग अलग नहीं कि तुम काम कर दैट इज कॉल्ड टीम डायनामिक्स विभिन्न प्रकार लोक नहीं कि तुम काम कर टीम डायनामिक्स आर डेमोन्स्ट्रेटेड थ्रू collaboration, communication, and daily interaction. Positive group dynamics are easy to identify. तमें जेतबे तुमको लोक दियाला तमें केमिति काम करियो लोक सहित कथबार्ता करियो मिसिबो देखिबो कौन किए केमिति का द्वारा केमिति कौन काम हबो तांकर एक्सपीरियंस लेवल कौन स्ट्रेंथ कौन से अनुसार तमें तांको मैनेज करियो when you talk about the team dynamics, we are actually talking about psychological connection and create bonds between members of the team and help them function as तमे देखिथिबो स्कूल ले किंबा कॉलेज तमेर किछि लोकଙ୍କ सहित किछि पिलाଙ୍କ सहित बहुत सांग होई जाय କ୍ଲୋଜ୍ ସାଙ୍ଗ ହେଇଯାଏ। କିନ୍ତୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ସହିତ ହୁଏ ନା। କାହିଁକି ସେଇଟା କେମିତି? ତମର ଆଇଡିଆ, ତମେ ଯାହାକୁ ତମକୁ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି, ଲାଇକ୍ ମାଇଣ୍ଡେଡ, ତମେ ଯାହା ଭାବୁଛ ଆଉ କିଏ ସବୁ ସେମିତି ମିଳିଗଲା, ତମେ ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ତମର ସମ୍ପର୍କଟା ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ବଢିଯିବ। ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିରେ ବି ଦେଖିଛ, ତମ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି, ଯଦି ତମର କିଛିଟା ଜିନିଷ ମ୍ୟାଚ୍ କରିଗଲା, ତେଣୁ ତମେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ତମର ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡସିପ ବଢିଯିବ। ସେମିତି ତମକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଦିଆହେଇଛି କାମ କରିବା ପାଇଁ। ତମେ ଦେଖିବ ଆଗେ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ଷ୍ଟଡି କରିବ କାହାର କୋଉ କ୍ୱାଲିଟି ଅଛି, ସେ ଅନୁସାରେ ତମେ ଆଗକୁ ବଢିବ, କାମ କରିବ। ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପ କ୍ରିଏଟ କରିବ ମାନେ ତମେ ତାର ଇଏ ସବୁ କ୍ୟାରେକ୍ଟରିଷ୍ଟିକ୍ସ ଜାଣିବାର ଅଛି। ଗୋଟେ ଟିମ୍ ଫର୍ମ କରିବ। କେମିତି କରିବ? ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ଏକାଠି କରିବ, ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ଚିହ୍ନିବ, ତାପରେ ତମେ କାମ କଣ କରୁଛ, ତମର କଣ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ ଅଛି, ତାକୁ ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିଫାଏ କରିବ। ଦେନ୍ you have to make sure people are working on the job. Then you conclude. While the work is over, you review it and conclude the entire thing. So that is the purpose of groups. These are the characteristics. We lead this, but before that, you should understand what is a group and how the characteristics the people in a group are different from each other. And if you are working with multiple people, multiple dynamics, then that is called group dynamics. Because everyone is different in a team. Everyone's strength, everyone's skill is different. You have to make sure everyone together achieving the common goal, whatever you put. So you have to study everyone's mindset. You have to make sure everyone is working in the common direction. Then when you form a group, we'll read how group is created, formed. So you recruit the people, you train them, you make sure everyone is understanding their goals, organization goals, organization objective. Then everyone is working on the common objective. So you'll make sure all these things. We'll also understand the group creation, group dynamics, how the group is created, and what are the different characteristics of groups. We'll understand all those things. One important thing is what you studied today is the motivation theory, motivation factor, and then groups. After that, we'll go to a new chapter, but we'll understand these two things maybe in tomorrow class. Today, we'll not take any break, we'll close the class and tomorrow what we'll do, we'll read, we'll understand all the motivation factor once again. We'll recycle, we'll revise whatever we studied so far on the motivation theory. Then we'll go to groups. And once we study the groups, then we'll go to a new topic. Most of the things we'll understand the related to the people management, how you are managing the person in this group dynamics. That is the main key. We'll read that in this chapter. And before that, whatever we studied, the motivation is almost related to that. To study the human psychology, human nature, human behavior, how we can motivate. So all those things are related. So these are known as human psychology. So most of the topics are related to the psychology. We'll meet in the next class. We'll read about that. Today we'll not take any class and we'll end here after this. Thank you.